Ah, shit. What was the guy's name from Houston?
What guy?
David, I think it was
David Carr.
Okay, David
Carr.
Carr.
I can't believe you didn't call him Derek.
Well, I wanted to say David, but I was like, wait a minute. Is that the fucker's name from the Raiders or not?
My wife, Kevin,
I'm going to say something I regret on here.
The commercial with the what do you call it? The thing that was bouncing around the screen.
The QR code.
The QR code you scan with your phone. That commercial drove my wife into a rage. She was like, "What is this bullshit?"
That was creative.
Somebody paid millions of dollars for this. She was offended.
Yeah. By the way, I did the QR code on the commercial.
Their website broke.
That was the best ad, man.
And Saints Happy Hour podcast is now owned by someone else. Sorry. I blew it. I'm sorry, Ralph.
So don't worry, Andrew. Somebody in the Ukraine, and when Russia invades and takes them over, we'll get ownership back. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Thomas will negotiate.
No, he would burn Eli Apple.
Me, Juge, I could go down the street, pick a guy off the corner. Hi, do you know what football is? Yes? Design an offense to get a receiver 150 yards, and that guy will do it, provided the guy in the secondary guarding that receiver is Eli Apple.
Could Kenny Stills do it?
No, he could not.
Kenny Stills would probably wind up with $130, though.
I think Kenny Stills got poor Curtis Johnson fired. I stand by that.
Which is worse, Dave's singing or Ralph's taste in music?
That's low. That's a low. That's a low blow.
Well, let's see. On one hand, you have Ralph loving the wallflowers.
That's a low blow.
On the other, you have Dave singing about in book throwing rainbows. Both have comedic value. Dave's singing is worse because he doesn't know when to stop. Once he gets started with his singing, it's like, okay, like you've made your joke, you can stop now.
Yeah,
and he
and
keeps
here's the
going.
thing.
Dave says he's on a date from hell. His wife is holding him hostage.
This one's for you, Dave.
Dave, I would say that we missed you, but that would be a lie. I was actually relieved that Dave wouldn't be on the show tonight because I thought maybe I'll get a word in. Maybe someone won't be obnoxious on the show.
5 minutes later.
Tell me lies, tell me sweet little.
It's true,
This is where we need Dave because he would sing that. See, he would sing that karaoke style, and then he would do like 7 more bars of it. Like it was funny for like a split second there, but then you're like, okay, enough, stop now, and he would keep.
Why is that quality so terrible? It does not sound like that on my phone.
We miss you, Dave.
Jason Champagne says, "Give Dave shit because he takes them on the show." True. Accurate.
About this, I got a text from Kevin about Adrian Peterson getting arrested, and then I searched it on Twitter. It was nowhere to be found. Then I was like scouring the internet and looking on TV, no mention of it whatsoever. And then about 90 minutes later, I get that, my phone, and I look at it, it's ESPN, and it says Adrian Peterson arrested at the airport for spousal abuse or whatever. So Kevin had the freaking people on the plane were freaking texting Kevin. His hatred for Adrian Peterson is so far reaching. It's so out there in the world that he has more connections. He found out about this. Like TMZ had him on speed dial. They were like, we got to text Kevin before we go live with this. It was unbelievable.
Oh, see, guys? See? Look at me. Look at me. I'm not watching. Look at me. I'm not watching. No. Just don't watch. Just don't watch. Just watch. This was me when the Adrian Peterson stuff was happening.
Hi, Kevin.
Thanks for watching the Saints Happy Hour. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Then find us wherever you get your podcast. And finally, go to saintshappyhour.com and become a patron of the best Saints podcast on earth.